the doll's eye reflections of despair. In the quiet town of Ravenscroft, nestled between ancient woods and rolling hills, a dilapidated mansion stood at the edge of the forest. Locals whispered about its haunted history, but few dared to approach. The mansion, known as Withering Heights, had been abandoned for decades, its windows shattered and its halls echoing with the distant wails of the wind. One stormy night, a group of adventurous friends gathered in the flickering glow of their flashlights, determined to unravel the mysteries of Withering Heights. Among them was Emily, a young woman fascinated by the supernatural, always seeking the thrill of the unknown. She led the group through the creaking front door, its hinges groaning in protest as they entered the dimly lit foyer. The air in the mansion was thick with an unsettling stillness. The friends navigated the labyrinthine corridors, passing rooms with peeling wallpaper and furniture draped in dusty sheets. As they ventured deeper, the atmosphere grew more oppressive, and shadows danced menacingly on the walls. In a forgotten chamber, they stumbled upon a room that sent shivers down their spines. The walls were adorned with faded, tattered wallpaper, featuring eerie patterns of twisted vines and forlorn faces. In the center of the room sat an antique vanity, its mirror clouded with age. Upon the vanity rested a porcelain doll, its eyes staring blankly into the void. Its once vibrant dress was now tattered, and a spider's web adorned its delicate curls. The friends exchanged uneasy glances, feeling an inexplicable weight in the air. Emily, however, felt a strange pull toward the doll. As she approached, the doll's glassy eyes seemed to come alive, reflecting a ghastly image. Emily recoiled in horror as she saw visions of despair and agony. The mirror became a portal to a dark realm where tortured souls wandered, their anguished cries echoing through the chamber. Despite the terror that gripped her, Emily couldn't tear her eyes away. The room seemed to warp and twist around her, and the friends watched in disbelief as the once antique doll transformed before their eyes. Its porcelain skin contorted, revealing cracks that oozed an otherworldly darkness. In the mirrors, the friends saw distorted reflections of themselves, tormented and trapped in a nightmarish dimension. The air grew colder, and whispers filled their ears, urging them to succumb to the despair that permeated the room. Emily, however, felt an unsettling compulsion to understand the source of this malevolence. Driven by an unseen force, Emily reached out to the doll. As her fingers touched its cold porcelain surface, a surge of anger coursed through her. Visions of the mansion's dark history flashed before her eyes. The tale of a cursed family, driven to madness by a malevolent force that fed on their despair. Determined to break the curse, Emily delved deeper into the mansion's secrets. She discovered a hidden chamber beneath Withering Heights, where an ancient ritual had been performed to bind the malevolent force to the doll. The curse, she learned, could only be broken by confronting the entity and offering it a glimmer of hope. Armed with newfound knowledge, Emily led her friends through the mansion's winding passages. The air grew heavier as they approached the heart of the darkness. They entered a chamber where an otherworldly presence awaited, the very embodiment of the despair that had plagued Withering Heights for generations. The entity materialized before them, a swirling mass of shadows and whispered torments. Emily, undeterred, stepped forward and spoke words of compassion and empathy. She recounted tales of love and resilience, hoping to pierce through the darkness that held the entity captive. As she spoke, the mansion trembled, and the oppressive atmosphere began to lift. The shadows recoiled, revealing a faint glimmer of light. The doll, once a vessel of despair, cracked open, releasing a burst of radiant energy that engulfed the chamber. The entity, now weakened and vulnerable, wailed in agony. In that moment, the friends found themselves back in the forgotten room with the antique vanity. The doll lay shattered on the floor, its malevolent energy dissipated. The mansion, once a haven for darkness, began to crumble, its haunted history unraveling with each passing moment. As Withering Heights collapsed around them, the friends raced to escape. They emerged into the stormy night, the rain washing away the remnants of the cursed mansion. Behind them, the once imposing structure now lay in ruins, a testament to the power of hope over despair. In the aftermath, Ravenscroft transformed. The town, once overshadowed by the malevolence of Withering Heights, began to thrive. The forest, once shrouded in mystery, now whispered tales of redemption and renewal. The friends, forever changed by their harrowing experience, carried the lessons of that fateful night with them, and so, The town of Ravenscroft emerged from the shadows, its haunted past replaced by the resilience of those who dared to confront the darkness. The doll's eye reflections of despair had been shattered, and in its place, a new chapter of hope and redemption unfolded. For more videos like these, please like, share, and subscribe, and please press the bell icon.